Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
First, you do not succeed. Try again. The last Olaf game, not even bittersweet, just bitter for Adam, as he was obliterated in the context of the 1v1 laning matchup against Photon's Rumble. This time, he will get to try his hand.
Cost of covering topside and crashing the wave. Isma loses the blue buff.
Good heads-up performance there from Sheo. Yeah, moves to the top side, but Sheo now waiting in the brush. Good early poke from Isma. Jax now forces the counter-strike. Niski on the roam in. This could turn against BDS very quickly. They need to burn down Isma as fast as they can. The lockup is there. First blood coming in from Nuke. Niski now trying to fire back on Sheo. Good damage from the Pop Blossom. Can't quite get it done. The Pop Blossom. The shield out of the shield. Nuke! Oh, he's playing with his heart. The red buff too! They're just getting absolutely obliterated topside!
BDS topside with the red buff, with all the slows if he can't get a crash. So both junglers are beeline topside. Isma is on this. Now, Adam has first move, but that HP difference might be problematic.
Sheo does get the stun. Isma, no flash. Wind becomes lightning now walking into Adam, but doesn't have the burst damage to get through the lifesteal of Olaf. Trying to walk back into Irrelevant. Irrelevant now going to try to take out Adam, but Sheo walks up and gets another one. SK getting a little bit flustered in these plays.
And it's just Karma also has priority, so both pushing lanes for the top side of BDS. It's just
leveraging their pressure in top and mid very well. Even if it is just small advantages, setting them up to get something else in the future.
Yeah, push mid, bot, top lane, every single lane. Isma's kind of suffocating here, and all the neutrals going to the side of BDS. Whilst Jace isn't that much of an EQ champion anymore,
Counter-strike going in under the correct target as Sheo wants to keep that going. Nuke now coming in as well. Pop Blossom just for a bit of extra shielding. Knockup is there, and it's good. Lantern to take Sheo out if he wants it, but no. Isma knocking him out of the sky. There will be no safety today, and just like that, BDS overstep from the top side of the river. Sheo feeling a bit too confident, but now Ice looking to punish. DOS should just go down here. BDS will get one back.
I mean, it's the classic Adam, isn't it? Roaming down through
but I think their ward placement thus far has been solid. That said,
Adam, he doesn't have Ghost, but he
does have ultimate, and Niski's just gonna get popped! CC immune! I don't know if Isma wants to keep that going. Nuke now there to cover, but he's committing the flash, and now Nuke can try to turn it, but they don't quite have the damage. Irrelevant now zooming in, courtesy of the acceleration gate. DOS flash, the hook. It's just one extended play.
And that's just quintessential Adam, isn't it? Running around the map, finding kills, but in the end dying and having not farmed away.
Even Nuke is the last strong point on the map for BDS.
And it all starts with Shield trying to take a 1v1 as a
good hook.
Ice.
No immediate follow-up CC, but DOS should be fine. He triggers the Aftershock. Good damage there, but the Ignite now ticking. DOS just gets to walk away. Ice wants to walk back to the Lantern, but Exec is determined to finish that one off, and there's Niski for the cover. BDS, they were so good, they were so clean early on in the game, but now they're just overstepping left and right. You know, threats that you can shield up and movement speed forward, but in terms of simplicity as we get later in the game, Eco makes a lot of things very easy.
I mean, they have first move bot side. If this goes long, they don't have flash. It could be scary.
There. TP in, not a lot of upfront damage onto DOS. DOS still alive. This man just keeps getting away. Niski getting in. There's 3 members locked up. Lambs to the slaughter.
And it's just Niski, isn't it? With the flash Pop Blossom onto 3 people. Managed to find it flashless.
The bot lane to ensure that they get that Rift Herald.
Yeah, not just the bot lane though. Pings were coming down on the enemy jungle camp stand bot side. They wanted to cross-map the Gromp as well.
From Exec here. Very often we see, oh, that's another minion. All right, you don't even have to count this one.
Up.
You just know. Root landing. Lantern there. Hook. It's so clean.
It's just Niski.
And this is the thing. At the start of the game, the way the early lane plays out, the way that first skirmish played out, I thought this was going to be the nuke show. But SK coming out of this lane phase has been just everywhere on the map. Incredibly dominant.
Then they still secure the dragon afterwards. So just excellent macro from BDS here.
Good coverage. Now pressure on the top side. Irrelevant going to be a little bit late to that wave. Is it enough time for Adam to get more than just denying some creeps?
I think BDS were trying to cheese push the Jace there, but Irrelevant managed to hit a plant which reveals Sheo.
That's a Thresh! And soon it will be a dead Thresh, as Brav's got nowhere to go. So hard when you're not linked up with your jungler as a support's dead. A bit on the back foot here. Moving into mid to cover Ice if necessary. Charge goes in. Merlin ready to tier for it, but it doesn't finish the tower. Remember, they gave up bot lane tier 1 for that Herald, so only getting the charge off it doesn't feel great as Irrelevant grabs yet another tower. Phantom Dancer, it's Runance, which I love against so many melee champions on the enemy team. Adam and Sheo are just going to get eaten alive in the fight. And
here it comes!
Because here comes the Pop Blossom, 2 quick kills. There's only room for 1 on the Lantern. Nobody gets the train to safety as Adam is forced to ult.
And that's all it takes. Adam has to preemptively group because he doesn't have TP, and any kind of flank because they have no mid tower is so easy by Niski. He just presses flash, and now that's going to be a Baron start.
Shock Blast goes in, just a bit of poke. Sheo, flash almost available. Niski just continuing to throw the clone for a bit of vision. SK, are they willing to flip it? Niski doesn't have great tools to stop Jax from getting in. They're taking a lot of time here. 4K, it's getting lower. The rest of SK pulling back in the event of a fight. Now turning in onto Adam. Niski coming from over the wall. Sheo with the stun. Baron resets with BDS. Just need to get out with as many members alive as they can. Labrov, nice play back to safety. XK comes in to finish the kill. BDS delay the Baron, but at the cost of at least one life in the form of Labrov. But it only cost them one.
Trading it, trading the damage on the Baron, and then bringing them in, picking off Labrov and forcing the flash of Sheo. Really good turn and discipline from SK, not just flipping it, keeping it at 3K or so. And now they're going to get global red buff too. So, really good turn from SK.
I mean, incremental advantage going in their favor. And again, if you want them to stay on the Baron there, they're risking the
Sheo
50, but now they'll just kill Sheo, and they don't have to risk anything! Knock up, knock back. Sheo sent packing and straight to the graveyard. 12 seconds on Sheo. Baron 5K HP. This is by all means SK's. There's no way this can get stolen. It will go into their back pocket, and again,
to just permanently group, and that's the weakness of not having teleport on Adam here, is they're going to go for a desperation topside play. I don't think they're going to be able to get it. Niski might be stuck though. Is he going to TP?
Pop Blossom just trying to burn through Nuke's health bar, and he's very strong, but Mantra W, the extra healing now coming in from Karma. Lantern as well, it should just be a quick pick. Doss sprinting up to the top side, shut down onto Niski. That's the start of something, at least limiting the initial impact of this Baron.
Yeah, Irrelevant TPing to the tier 2 tower to try and find something. Adam, without flash, without ulti,
he's gonna die. But he gave his life for a trade onto Niski. So still a positive exchange in terms of gold.
Yeah. Consolation prize down bot side as well with Sheo on that dragon. But it's not gonna mean much, it's only first Drake. As that's gonna be a top tier 2. Extended play goes over the side of SK, you can imagine.
We got some Drakes earlier, so I believe our HUD is just out of date. In terms of Drakes, perhaps during the pause we lost it, but I will check in with production and make sure that is still the case.
Oh,
Isma, of course. Isma getting aggressive, laying down the ultimate. Inner Flame coming out for a bit of poke here, but the follow-up damage is so difficult. But now the ulti is falling away, the healing coming in alongside the smite. Doss trying to follow up, but what the hell is this? Okay, SK, they are committed to beating these kills, but Exekick now just looking for his montage moment. He took his sweet time. He said, look guys, you line them up, you look like you're feeding, I'll come in and I'll clean house, and he does just that. I'm not going to call it the greatest play ever, but I will say XSK feels pretty good about those kills.
8-0 and 4, he's having a great, but it's really simple now, isn't it, for SK? They just need to go down bot, so the 8-0-4 item Zeri. He just has to hit the tower, and the Karma damage isn't even there anymore, despite being almost at a death cap, so maybe if BDS can reach death cap on the Karma, the damage might be, I might be grasping at straws a little.
I think we are. We're looking for the silver lining on the cloud for BDS here. Ice, 2.5 items, maybe some more pen coming through. Niski now a minion. But SK run the map. It is so difficult for BDS to find a counterplay here. They lack reliable engage. They lack, outside of Lantern, reliable disengage. Karma's their main reliable wave clear. If they had continued to snowball the lead that they got early.
Buy something, it really depends what enters Sheo's inventory here, if he can have an impact, but they're just barraging it down mid on, they 5-sack.
Group and go. 6K gold lead. Dragon 2.5 minutes away. And you check brushes, him and Sheo, but
there it is.
Here we go! Surprise! Forcing out the Olaf ult. Really the only turn tool that they have, but no one else is here to do damage, so now Adam just gets to take over. They got over-aggressive! The carry isn't there! Adam gonna start rocking and rolling and ripping through the SK backline! And there it is! SK got a little bit too comfortable, made a few too many sloppy plays, and the windows of opportunity for BDS have been thrown wide open. The Baron is alive. SK have thrown away their entire lead.
And they engage onto Adam with no deep 50 seconds, and BDS are going to have to face check, probably move through mid. Karma does have TP.
Did they count? Did they count? No, they did.
No.
They didn't count! But now they might have to turn. The bird is now going down. The GA's coming in as well. XKick untouched. And just like that, Adam's gonna get taken out as well. XKick is so damn strong, but keep your eyes on Ice. Ice trying to lay down all the fire he possibly can. The Inferno coming in. Ice still living. Ice still holding on. It is Ice versus the world. Sheo now running. Backing away. Both 80 carries alive, but BDS running from their own base. SK, what is the maneuver here? Sheo and Ice barely holding out in that team fight that should have just been a sure thing for SK.
Kick versus Ice, it's so damn close. Which AD carry can pump out most of the damage? He managed to survive the pop blossom because of the GA, but now you can't help but feel like it's going to be Dragon.
They can if they're left unattended do a lot of work, but they're just front lines. They're just meatballs to try to protect that AD carry.
And if they want this miracle, it's going to have to be Niski, and can he find it without flash?
Tough time. Objective going down, the 50-50 going in the favor of BDS. Push forward from SK, acceleration gate. Look, not going to connect, Dot's not going to land his either. Recall's now coming in. BDS get the objective. SK know that they need to try and force the fight here. Isma locked up, holding onto the ultimate for a second. Kick now going over the wall. LeBron going to be in trouble. LeBron should just drop immediately. Ice now firing back. Ice still standing with the summoner spell though. He might just be too damn clean. The point click CC, the immediate follow-up is just not there. The flash away from Isma. Finally, he is forced to use it, but they're taking the fight. The hook from DOS is big, but no one is there. His entire backline is already dead and now irrelevant, doing what he can, but BDS get the fight!
They managed to turn it around after that engage. You can see SK posturing to dive, but Ice manages to survive, and it's too damn hard for SK to find the engage without the flashes. Ice kites away, it's beautiful.
Well played from BDS as a whole, too. It starts off disastrously with the Rob getting picked off, but they manage to keep Ice standing. The wave there. The minions, do they have to be answered?
20 seconds. I think
but there's no TPs for SK. I think they can just end. Observer, stop teasing us. If it's actually going to happen, I'm going to lose my mind.
But off of the back of the front to back.
PvE? There's no way. No, okay, they moved away. They moved away. BDS! It was Adam to bring it back. It was Ice to take it home. It was not a clean game, but it was a BDS win, and that's all that matters.
That duo. And the same goes for the Ahri, the Rel, and the Viego on the other side, with the Zeri following up, and an 1-0 overheads.
I think this is really tough to approach. Fnatic, if they do not approach all at the same time perfectly, they will just, one of them will get one shot by the combo here from the side of Giant X. Humanoid now going in, good timing thus far. Damage split up, Humanoid landing the charm, just continuing. Later down a little bit more, dashing and trying to finish off Peach. First blood going over to Patrick. Fnatic now running. They get the objective, but they lose a kill in the process. Jackie's now chasing down on the Humanoid. Flash out from Humanoid as well. Giant X getting so much for that one, but losing the Drake. Hook onto Humanoid is big. Charm now going down. Combo. Laser, the flick back there. Patrick grabbing another kill.
And what's so important there, this is pretty hard to pull off. If they managed to pull this off, they played extremely well. Odo always gets knocked up here.
Trying to put the Oscar and Oscar in with his performance here. Just trying to convince him that there is no jungler in the area. Oh, there's the E. Dash back. Knock up, flash follow for the stun. Good damage up coming through. Odo wants to heal with the execute from Razork. Give him the Oscar. He'll be performing on. However, Smite goes in. Razork using what he can to secure the objective. It is a man advantage on the bottom side for GX. Keep your eye on Patrick's ultimate. So the ultimate coming in, flash out from Noah, Root going down onto Jun. That's the follow-up ultimate now coming in for Patrick. That is one dead support. GX get a single pick, but now Razork is here in the meantime. He needs to make his way out of safety, but he doesn't have ult from the previous exchange, and it means he has no way to get home. Humanoid with one dash reset, a single kill. Giving him another stack could be massive. Good poke going in. Humanoid's going over the wall. He wants to turn, he wants to fight, he wants to bring this one back, but Peach living on a sliver of health. He's on the wrong side of the map power. That's the reset coming in for Humanoid. The ulti not quite up in time, and Noah's still trying to find kills against Patrick. Noah's still standing. Jackie's finds the angle with the unraveled order, but here comes Jun. Jackie's needs to get the hell out, and he knows that he's running. He's sprinting. He's got the phase rush. He will make it out to safety.
And there's just this long, slow burn of Fnatic's resources. Ahri dashing over a wall, chipping down, dashing back, and in the end, Noah gets to clean up.
We talked about it, the skirmish power in terms of damage output very much favors Fnatic. Repeat play on the top side here. TP coming in, that's Jackie's on the way. Odoamne, it does get burnt down, he resets, and now Jackie's in the midst of everybody. Able to use the Weaver's Wall to make his way.
It should be Fnatic favored, but a pick might come out here. Remember the single target nature of the Viego as well, so kind of fishing in the side lanes as an ult comes down.
Ulti going down, body blocked. Only one member gonna get locked out. Peach just gonna get burned here, and the reset's gonna start to come through. Razor getting chipped away out. He needs to make it out to safety. He doesn't even have the time to ultimate. It looks like it's gonna be okay, but Ignar still living. Oscar gonna try to get this one back. They knock it back. They stop him calling it. No! The Forge God does not miss. Finds the timing, and now Noah gets to clean up. The start of the fight looks so damn good, but it's Fnatic to win it out in the end.
Every single fight, it looks like
it's to get some upfront kills, but who better to clean up a fight than a Zeri? How many times are we gonna see this today?
And it's the Zeri cleanup. You kill Razork, he doesn't get his resets, you're like, great, we can keep the fight. Still trying to force neutral objectives because they have to. Otherwise, they're just gonna continuously get outscaled.
And you can see Odoamne getting pushed in now. Oscar has a pretty significant advantage, 1.2k gold lead. TP coming in as well. Knockback there on the brittle procs. Humanoid wandering in just to pick up that kill. Oscar was essentially going for the solo at that point as Odawane just desperately tried to clear the wave, and things are going from bad to worse. That is 0-4-0 on the... We said that last game, you know, for SK, that's just like, oh, you know, they're so far ahead, there's no way. And they found a way to let BDS back in. But Giant, I think it's a little... My man's in the practice tool, making sure he can connect.
That was good.
If that did not work, that would have been highly embarrassing.
He definitely baited us. I thought he was going to...
Tough Road wanted to get much done on the flank, and both sides were squaring up. 5v5. Flash in, Joy getting things kicked off. Oscar immediately going to follow. Noah going to instantly... Oh, Human on the backside uncontested for now. Patrick just backing up. They know they've lost this one. Maybe they can get a little bit more poke damage, but they can't get over Igor and Razork. He's already found one reset. He's going to get another. Fnatic are just too damn clean. Flash in, Charm not quite going to land from Humanoid, but they get the fight. They're going to get the Dragon as well, and Giant X are just getting further and further behind.
And Jackie's falls into those grubs is going to do a lot of damage.
I mean, price of admission on making that play was conceding half of your bot lane tier 2's health bar. Now you're too much. And now the soul for the side of Fnatic.
And that feels like the nail in the coffin, doesn't it, for Fnatic?
All of their options open.
You can see GX, they have to try and face check to make sure that Baron's not started.
Pick onto Peach. Peach now zooming out to safety, however. They do get the flash. Oscar flicks back, but as we mentioned before, no one can actually kill this Ornn. He's trying to line up the perfect angle. The hook is well timed by Ignar to deny the follow-up, though. Knockback is there. Root is there. Oscar trying to finish off Ignar. Ignar just barely able to stay standing. No one can kill Oscar.
He's alive.
All of their damage is onto this Ornn, and he is still alive. And now the Zeri comes a-calling. The Viego comes a-calling. And it's an easy fight for Fnatic.
The Mountain Soul Ornn, any fight they take, you'll just take 10,000 damage for free. That's probably the game.
I think that, well, are they confident enough to push through? TP's coming in. Looks like Fnatic are going to go for the throat here. Try to end this game. Oscar's back with a full health bar. 5 members of GX were not enough. I don't think they're getting a 6th in this one. Tower's getting taken down. Credit to Fnatic. Put their foot on the gas, and they did not stop as they find their 3rd win here in the LEC Spring.
2 very
that I expect Wonder to be able to dominate in. He might be able to get some incremental advantages. Most of the action likely to be...
Fade. Jankos skipping over his wolves to be able to contest this, knows that his mid laner has prior, his bot lane now in danger.
Away. Hansama tanking the tower, the bailout coming out. Ignite ticking won't be enough to kill him off. Jankos on his way down, and Hansama only has a cleanse to get away from the Rel. Flash, shadowing strike, Jankos on the board. Mickey falls as well as Jankos claims a double.
Great start for Heretics.
Trying to track Jankos once again. No bot lane gank materialized for him. Zviru a possibility as Caps goes in. The charm connects. There's Yike for the follow-up. And Caps continues his purple patch as Yike takes G2's first kill of the game.
Nice play from Caps there.
We'll use the Scryer's Bloom to see that the Drake has been started, and Heretics will get it. 3 grubs and a Drake for them before the 10-minute mark. It being relatively low mana. Caps going back in. Remember, Zviru no flash. Caps just waits and burns the charm in the wrong direction. Couldn't quite find it. Pull back onto Yike. Perfect from Jankos. Cataclysm in, but Jankos on a killing spree. It's been all him this game as the dredge line lands onto Mickey. He still has the hostile takeover, but does he have time to get out of here and pop that ultimate? Flashes away the Ignite ticking blast cone. Oh, double ward almost!
Not quite the 6, but still a buff nonetheless. Broken Blade needs to get back to lane. Impressive that he was able to survive that gank. Great utilization of the Rage meter as Flackard now in some danger.
Pull back with the handshake. Mickey blasts Flackard back towards Yike. Zviru on his way as well with a shockwave. Command, protect, dash away by Yike. Flackard burns the flash. Hostile takeover will land on him and Zviru to boot. And Zviru walks his way unwittingly into the enemy team. G2 find 2.
Mickey navigates his way into the jungle to spot Flackard as he's trying to get landed the charms that really mattered so far. And G2 with a 2k gold lead for now. We'll see if Heretics, they're definitely not down and out just yet. The early game is kind of going as we would expect. I think the fact that Heretics have been able to find opportunities of their own still puts them in a very solid position. The problem is Zviru is now going to be a little delayed in terms of when he comes online, and he's a big part.
Down towards this bottom side as Zviru pushes out means that they will get this tier 1 in the bot lane. Wonder didn't decide to overstep, didn't get caught out, so it's just going to be a tower for tower trade, with Heretics actually investing more because they use the Herald. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Heretics know they have a slight numbers advantage, but the bailout and the hostile takeover enough to keep Hansama safe. Did have to burn the flash and the cleanse.
I thought Heretics may even...
For Heretics, they did manage to clear out the vision that G2 had around their jungle, so there's no deep TP wards. You can see Broken Blade TPing behind, Trimby going for Mickey. There's the dredge line as well as Flacker follows up, TPing by Caps as well. Broken Blade is behind Heretics. Do they realize he's on his way? The Croc is angry, Jankos misses the Shattering Strike, and in goes Yike, and down goes Viru. They didn't know that the Croc was lying in the waters, and the Predator finds its prey. There's 3 already as Jankos tries to escape the prey. Wonder trying to do the damage onto Yike to take him out. Can't quite get it down, as G2 just wipe away Heretics. Caps and Jankos trading. Caps doesn't even fall to the tower. It's a 5-for-0 clean.
They need stalls, they need a Baron steal.
I watched the SK game earlier today, and apparently that's something that you can just do in games, you know? So we'll see if G2 do it. They have fallen foul to stepping too far forward in the past.
Is that a throw?
The top lane tier 2 just cursed today, it seems.
I mean, they still get the tower in exchange for Mickey. So, you know, you could argue.
Support lives matter.
Yeah,
I'm not this week. As, yeah, he managed to do some really good pathing in the early game, shut down Yike, but the kills falling on the wrong targets and a few missteps and a few good steps by G2 as well means that they now are at the luxury of just pushing in these waves, taking another tier 2. Only mid lane remains standing for Heretics, and the Drake up in 1 minute 20 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised though if they do try and fight this. They missed 1 ward behind them, up near where that control ward is, just past the blue. So if they did try and fight this, there was always the possibility of a TP behind them.
Trimby to face check.
They have 2 far side observations though. One goes down. They have a second to follow up. Caps on his way, spotted on the mid wave. 4,000 HP on the Baron. Jankos looking for the steal. Can't flip against Arel. She will just take it away from you. Ruthless Predator pops onto Trimby. There's a Cataclysm as well. Good hostile takeover. Wonder's already got 1, and on the back line, Flackett's still relatively untouched in this fight as Caps tried to dash in and has to dive out. In the end, a 1-for-0, but there's the charm! And there goes Viru. Poppy goes. Yike trying to fight with Trimby and Wonder off towards the top side, but only 1 damage source really left in the form of Flackett. Wonder can do a little bit in extended fights, but he has to flash away from the charm, and Hans Summer's not letting him go anywhere. A killing spree for Hans Summer as Flackett, Trimby, and Jankos have to walk away wounded. Another charm, and there's the knockup. Flackett down, Caps on a rampage. Hans Summer joins him as well with the double.
It was a messy start to the fight, but G2 find a way to clean it up. It's only the former G2 member that's left standing, as G2 now make their way into the base of Heretics.
Might just be game.
I wonder if they can. Spyro is up in 10 seconds. The inhibitor will fall. 4 members alive.
Remember, Caps' auto attacks will be bolstered against this. That AP helping you take down turrets. First Nexus tower falls, the second short to follow. Viru comes back up, but immediately is charmed by Caps. He's on a fine run of form right now, as G2 will continue their undefeated streak. Caps TP's away.
You definitely can, that's very true. The buffs are actually tailored more towards his top side, right? Yeah. And giving him a little bit more armor, I think, makes him a pretty good matchup into the Jason. This is week 2, and there are 6 weeks per split.
Yes.
3 regular season, 3 playoffs. Okay. That's right, Medic.
Oh, hook. For Scowie, there's nowhere for him to go. Doesn't burn the flash wisely, but falls for it. Kazi gets a stack. 2 of them, in fact.
Okay, why?
BTO wasn't able to manage, so there is a slight teleport advantage in that mid lane for Frescow. We obviously need to wait 10 minutes before it's unleashed. There's the charm. Daglas coming in from the side here as well. Will Frescow overstep? BTO almost down below 100 HP. Daglas waiting on the counter strike and with no vision in that bush, doesn't want to step any further.
I was just about to say, Daglas needs to help him push this wave out. That VTO was way too low to stick around, and Frescow gets a great...
of MDK, so we'll slowly push up. Alioya probably just covering this in case Daglas does look for something. Alvaro goes in, Hylissang buffers the hook to get away. Super getting low as well as Hylissang falls down to about 500 HP, and Daglas comes in. Super flashes. Daglas dashed in, does still have the flash of his own, but the AD carries Ghost Flash burnt for MDK. A winning trade for Vitality.
Re-engage options here, though.
Oh, they just lock up Hylissang and he dies. Vitality! They come out on the top side of plays. They come out with a winning play and then they overstep. It's happened twice now.
Big wave there. Rome, and they're going for a dive in top.
Wave arriving. VTO pulls it off to the side. Charm not gonna hit as they dive in onto Merwin under the tower. VTO tanking it and has to get away. Photon able to dodge away. The hook landing onto Super. No summoners on him means that he'll be caught out by Kazi. 2 for 2 so far as Daglas trades off towards the top side. Kazi's gonna keep Alvaro in the battle. Locks him up, tries to get another Absolution stack from him at 24 right now.
Stays live. Meanwhile, on the bot side of the map, they do punish the flashless summoner spell-less Super, who ends up losing his life. Now we find ourselves at Dragon, and MDK is looking for a collapse.
Alvaro coming in from the bottom side of the fight. Kazi, no flash on him, and Alvaro takes him out. Douglas, short to follow, tries to flash, dashes the wall. Raskawi on the chase command dissonance with the movement speed. Needs one more auto from a clockwork wind-up or something, but can't quite get there. Dissonance, leap, strike away. Raskawi unable to close the gap.
Just barely. Fourth.
Another stacked wave here. Hylissang will want to clear this out, but Alioya is just waiting in the wings. Hylissang tries to buffer the dredge line away, but he has no way out of this. Trading back onto Super, but it costs him his life. Alioya takes the kill.
Nice gank there from Alioya. Finds another opportunity. No flash on him. Allow Mirwin to push this one out. He's cautious of the fact that Dagda might gank and...
Dagda might gank?
Sorry,
That'd be
Douglas.
Oh yeah, that's a Cyclone. Douglas on his way across. Alioya still waiting. Second Cyclone. Photon. Alioya knocked up in the EQ combo. Douglas joins the fray. Gets the smite into the counter-strike. 1-for-1 in the top lane. Douglas going to chase Alioya out here. The Jarvan should pretty easily escape. Will take a chunk of his health for it. Hylissang trading with a depth charge. He's going to get locked up though, and they just don't have the damage to get through Super in time. The cleanse from Kazi won't be enough to help him escape. A double for Super.
MDK to the scene here in the LEC. MDK definitely want a big bounce back after what was a difficult week 1. Falling to Giant X, I think, was obviously, we saw the reverse of this, where Caps was just kind of finding these opportunities, but that's because he was working so closely with his jungler, right? And this is what happens if you just leave it into the isolated matchup. How dangerous can it be? Now, Vito doesn't have ult, and Alvaro, Alioya as well.
Done. The flag and the drag. Vito flashes, but he's locked in a cage. Alvaro takes the kill. That synergy between jungle support...
Can we take a second to appreciate that this Nautilus is getting farm, and Alvaro has
golden.
completed that.
That's pretty impressive as Photon just... I mean, Alioya kind of helped, but most of that was Mirwin.
That was mostly just Mirwin. Yeah, I'm not super sold on how this matchup is supposed to work. Maybe it was just because of how the other game played out, but I want to see this level of discipline from them so they can close this game out cleanly.
And Alioya and Alvaro will find a kill in the mid lane again, or at least a pick, as Hylissang is locked up in the Magnustorm, but Douglas starts to turn it around, and perhaps they were a little too greedy, Vetty. If that doesn't prove Vedius is just the analyst of the year who what's gonna prove it, immediately calls it.
Vitality was just able to find the outplay. Draw my attention now towards top lane. Mirwin looks like he's going for another fight.
Photon only has the Profane Hydra.
I think Alioya is on his way, though.
He is. TP behind, TP behind. MDK overstepping it again. Douglas coming in. There's the Cataclysm burn, and Photon is surviving for a very long time. He's still alive as Alioya's overstepped. Douglas will take him out. Hylissang's now flanking Mirwin. Oh, Betty! It's all gone pear-shaped for MDK! Oh, my goodness! It's all gone wrong!
That might be an example of what I was just talking about. Seeing a lot of synergy between Alvaro and Alioya to this game, both the positives and to a degree the negatives. Shame we didn't get to see a replay of how that mid lane skirmish broke down, because again, I thought the idea was pretty good there. It seemed to me like that they thought that they had caught Hilly out because they've just been melting him for now, concede this objective, and accept, you know what, we're going to continue to scale, ramp up, wait a little longer before we try and force another fight.
It's only second dragon for MDK. We'll put them 2 away from a Cloud Soul. Bot wave slowly pushing in towards the Mad Lions Koi side of the map. So for Beams of Light. Very quiet audience. Shh. Douglas is on his way up here. Mirwin's going to get caught with a Cataclysm, with a Cyclone. There's the TP in. Mirwin flashes away. Douglas still on the chase. Has a flash of his own. Counter strike, flash, leap strike. And it was set up perfectly by Photon and Vitality to catch Mirwin unsuspecting.
So we talked about how Vitality's comp great on side lanes. Really effective.
You can do with TP as well, because Hilly can always join a fight on the top side. Usually you wouldn't send your support over here. BTO very greedily stepping up here. He knew that his jungle was out of his control. He should have taken the longer route round, but the Cataclysm is dashed away from the charm, flashed away from by Alioya. TP in from Hylissang as he joins the fight in the middle lane. TP behind now by Photon. Vitality have called their battle. The lines have been drawn as Mirwin's the first one to be locked up. Leap strike in with a counter strike, and Mirwin will fall. Vitality can loop around here and now look for more if they want. BTO no flash spirit rush. He won't be able to join the fight quickly, but Photon, Hylissang, and Douglas are corralling MDK in. The Magnustorm flash forward, the shockwave. There's one down as Photon falls first, but Douglas with a great counter strike on the back line locks up Alioya. He's falling low. He dashes back. He survives for so long. The sundered sky, cloudy skies for MDK. The sun shines bright for Vitality as they win the fight.
Wow. so much. The difference is only about 1,000. The Dragon is spawning in 15 seconds, and now a lot more items have been completed on the side of Vitality.
Chain of Corruption on Hylissang. Very tanky target, but already down to half HP. The Piercing Dark won't heal him up enough as MDK.
Nice
Find
punish.
there first. Great punish, as you say.
Can they threaten the Baron is my question.
Will Vitality wait? Vito steps into the fog of war, TPs to the mid lane ward. Alvaro being forced away, 4,000 already on the Baron, and Vitality don't have vision. It's going to be gone before they can even step in. 2,000 on it now. Shockwave wide, Douglas dashing forward, and they dived in. The Baron secured by Elioya, but at what cost? 2 fall immediately. Vito chases forward, and Super will follow suit. Elioya dashes away, but Vito still on the chase. Spirit Rush in, Douglas going in as well. No flash for him. Will Elioya have the chops to dodge to the side? He escapes the only Baron buff that remains.
4 members.
And Elioya got out with Baron, and that is helping bolster up the mid lane minions.
They
will
unlock
take
it.
another tower, as you say. They unlock it. They can push up towards the top lane, sync the wave with Mirwin.
I like this from MDK, using what little of the Baron they do have to get something back on the map. If this is another tier 2 tower,
good.
Very well done. They're not going to be
Towards
too...
the bottom side. They did get the tier 2 out of it, so I can see what their objective was. But now you have to play through mid and worry about the fog of war in your own jungle, which Hylissang walks right into. He looks for the damage onto Elioya. Depth charge going onto him as well. TP in as MDK look to continue this fight. Elioya low, though. Alvaro goes in with a Magnus Storm, locks up Douglas, the shockwave to follow. But the Dawning Shadow out of Kazi heals up Douglas, shields him up, and VTO dashes in. Douglas goes legendary. The Cataclysm not catching VTO enough, but double for Douglas, 1 for Photon to boot, and Hylissang is looking for this 1v2, but I'm afraid, Hylissang, you had some shining moments. This is Winter Hylissang as he tries to trade in, distracts Super and Alvaro for long enough for Vitality to push through mid.
MDK just don't have the damage. The threats are just too many and too real on the side of Vitality. VTO was basically shut out of the fight right from the start, but it didn't matter. Douglas and Photon were just putting on a clinic on the back line, and you look at Kazi's...
Don't have any damage left for MDK. Vitality pushed through mid, took the tier 3 there, now cresting up towards that 200 stack mark. Photon spotted. Mirwin shows that he spotted him, keeps him at bay. Hilly lands the hook on Alvaro, not the target you really want. Last Embrace, Dawning Shadow coming out, but Alvaro's already so low. Douglas, Chain of Corruption going right, Alvaro trying to dash in. The shockwave on Kazi, and Elioya takes him out, and now it's all on VTO and Douglas to clean up the fight. And they got hands for days, baby, for Scowie down. Photon takes 4. He's gonna look for 5. Hilly steals it. You absolute troll, Hylissang, to the end, laughing his way to the bank. Vitality clean up the fight, and MDK are left routed by Vitality.
They kill Kazi, but the cost was their whole team. Vitality with an impressive comeback here on day 1 of week 2.
And continue their fine run of form as well. We wondered if week 1 was a fluke. It seems like Vitality are here to stay.
Big smile on the face of Kazi. See how the Urgot fits here. So I'm going to leave it open. I'm not going to make any early judgments because I don't want to shoot myself in the foot in that there might be technology here.
Spotting it as of yet. Finn pushed in this top wave. Wants this recall. Wave not in the best of shapes for him right now, just outside that turret. No flash, remember, on comp. Tries to get away from this. Target was going for the engage, though Elise doesn't have a flash either, and Vitality are not in this game. It's Carmine Core, in fact, who get first blood.
I mean, nicely done. What else really is there to break down?
Pressure in the bot lane to try
he'll
and fight.
get the grubs as well. He's got a pretty healthy XP advantage over Bo. We'll get that level 6 very soon. You can see that he's just been power farming in this early game. He should feel safe enough to secure all 3 grubs as well, which will tick him over to level 6.
I mean, the problem is, though, for the rogue bot lane, like, Marco's on the other side of the map. You've just got back into this lane.
But this game is all about playing through this bot side of the map, getting the Kalista ahead and putting the Senna behind. They threaten the dive once again. Zoelise.
Tower shot. Nothing from Targamas yet. Depth charge going down onto Upset. Zoelise tries to flash away. Last Embrace with the root, not going to do too much more. Larson coming across, looks for the charm, lands it, but there's the bait's call to pull out Targa. And Carmine Core execute the dive pretty perfectly.
Unlock those grubs or towers. Maybe they just want to keep this 2v2 going for as long as possible. Zoelix has been left isolated on the bot side of the map. Here comes Finn with the ult.
Cabochard has the flash, uses it as Sane to flip over Finn, but Comp takes the kill. No flash burnt there by Cabochard, holding on to it, knowing that he was pretty much doomed. So at least clears
Into Kalista. Like, his E just makes Kalista players really sad.
Yeah.
Another play going to be secured. They're now going to threaten another dive. Here we go.
What you're going to do, Zoelis? I can tell you something for sure. You're unlikely to be 6 feet under in just a moment's time. Targamas almost falls. There's the depth charge, though, perfectly played by Zoelis. As Larssen comes in for the cleanup, there's 2. Look for 3 as Larssen dashes forward. The charm connects. And Carmine Core thought it was rinse and repeat, but instead, they have their heads handed to them by Rogue. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Cabochard's just got back to the wave, has had to flash. The tower's about to die. The disdain comes out, but Comp's tanking it. Finn does the same. And Rogue get 4 across the map.
And it's actually Rogue that unlocked. Freddy, so much enthusiasm on his face. Incredibly proud of his team there. But very well played. Now, look at Rogue, 3K gold lead. And it comes back. Larssen's Ari is in an even stronger position. And I think Rogue are going to be happy to fight whenever they want.
Just hooks in. Caught out here by Carmine Core as he went a little bit deep. Charm coming out. Saken with a good knock-up onto Larssen. There's a Magnet Storm follow-up. Spirit Rush flash from Larssen gets him to safety. Fear Beyond Death will pull back Zoelis.
Here comes Finn.
And Cabochard gets one. Finn on his way. Has the flash. Has the unstoppable force. Communications likely around who has flash for Carmine Core. If you're Rogue, can we look for the fight? Spirit Rush is used away by Larssen there. Meaning that he unlikely wants to take this battle. Rift Herald secured by Carmine.
Grinder. Mid tower gonna fall in favor of Rogue. Dragon up in 10 seconds. Casey actually have a pretty good
1,000. Targamas stepping forward. Finn doing the same. The hook onto Targamas. The charm to follow. Face call pulls him out. Zoelis falls low. Fear Beyond Death. The meat grinder cometh as Finn is going to get locked up as well into the Pot Blossom. He tries to dive back in. Targamas tries to dive onto the back line. Finn goes down, but now it's on Larssen and Comp to really open up. Bow next to ball. Upset dancing and weaving his way around the fight. But Marcoon's stolen. The disdain of Carmine Core. He takes away the Urgot and takes away the lives of KC and Ace for Rogue.
It looked like a promising fight for Rogue. They were able to take out the Nautilus so quickly.
Just let him take it.
Just keep him here. Let Larssen do work in a side lane.
Menacing. Send them a threatening
I mean, he also has the TP anyway. Does he have a good ward to TP to? Not really.
To whom it may concern. Maybe we fight. Marcoon goes in. Fear Beyond Death going onto him as well. He's pulled back by Cabochard. Is looking for the fear only onto Zoelis. Larssen continues to split push. The Drake secured by Carmine Core. They get a kill, but they lose an inhibitor for it.
So Marcoon didn't need to do that. He just walked into a brush.
1v1 matchup into Cabochard, or into upset if some weird lane assignments did occur. Tier 2 in the bottom lane was the first target. TP behind by Carmine Core here. There's the Nico Pop Blossom onto Larssen. Zoelis as well. Last Embrace going in. Ooh. And the Unstoppable Force meets a very movable object. Carmine Core are knocked off the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a big fall, it seems, as they are locked out of the fight. 2 kills over to Rogue in exchange for just Zoelis. Larssen going in once again. Charm buffered away by Cabochard, but that's another tier 2 for Rogue's coffers.
Great ultimate from Finn. I like the idea from Casey. A nice TP flank from...
Rogue can just step forward. You've got Comp, you've got the range. There's the TP behind. Carmine Core going to pull the trigger, but is their gun loaded with blanks? They got 6 shots at it, but there goes the Magnet Storm. There's the first. Fear Beyond Death on top as well. The stop on Saken means he can't engage. He couldn't get in with a Pot Blossom, but still, the shutdown to Cabochard. Larsen's still alive on the back line. Comp has fallen. Bo pulled back in, dashes back in, but falls as Marcoon takes the kill. Marcoon continuing to step in. Heartbreaker forward. Can't land a Spectral Maw. Rogue will claim the inhibitor as their prize.
Casey ultimately get a kill onto Comp, but it's Rogue that remain the victors. They unlock another inhibitor.
Saken has TP.
Wow, what an ultimate from him.
And that's the power of Nautilus. Like you talk about supports as you get later into the game. Ward going across here. Saken looking for it. Charm out again by Larssen. As Rogue give up mid-pressure. Superman is pushing in the bot wave. They're going to be about 20 seconds away as Bo goes forward. There's the Pop Blossom. It is only Finn and Zoelis. Saken pops a stopwatch. The route onto Larssen. He pops a stopwatch of his own. Finn gets a kill onto Targamas, and now Carmine Core just routed. They look for something, a final fight that perhaps could have won them the game or at least kept them in it, but I don't think this game's going on much longer. Rogue TP to the side lanes, and they are looking to close this out.
It is nothing but a slaughter as Rogue decimates KC. They're looking to secure their first win of spring and a much needed one at that. Upset is being chased down. It's going to be a kill handed over to Marcoon. They will cement the ace, and Rogue will win their first game.
0-3 to 1-3, a long road ahead of Rogue, but perhaps the start of brighter horizons. For Carmine Core, another disappointment. We'll see if they can refine the form that they had in week 1 tomorrow.
I mean, the Malphite pick was glorious.
But we read it. Like,